Hello, you archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. This is certainly a find. I am having a ghost trick phantom detective adventure. It has been like half a year. I properly took a break from this game apparently. I'm just gonna adjust the camera to the point that I had ow just elbowed my table to the point that I had to fix my entire stream deck because the stream deck's all broken, but it's all I've got it working. We've got the new snails. We're doing grand. And let's continue the game. I realized that's you can go home now, Snail. I realised if I didn't fancy... Oh, I don't fancy playing an RPG. Let's press the continue button. There we go. The sounds do work. I will start from that frame. Oh, yeah. Do you have the little one where you have to keep... Do you have like 100 pages on your... Is it 6 buttons? You've got to like press next page. I mean, that probably works fine, to be honest. I imagine it sort of helps you focus. Because the one with like 100 buttons on, I'd never be able to find anything. But yeah, I assume you can only have 4 things because left and right is gotta have those dedicated buttons constantly. I think this is the perfect size. What was I going to say? Words. Yes. So I've got my game matrix, and yes, I think they've got folders, and they only added next and previous recently. Because it's subtly different from having a folder. Because there's still some things I wish they did. Like I'd love to be able to grab stuff from like any folder. Just like have a folder exist floating between different. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about Stream Deck. Let's start from chapter 7. But yeah, it is new. Although I don't. The one feature I'd like is for it to not be horribly broken. I just can't get the images I saw at the police headquarters out of my head. The person who shot me tonight is the last person in the world I'd want to believe did it. Now I'm here at the place where she and I agreed to meet. The restaurant and the police was staking out Point X. I don't remember this at all. But when I got here, I found the place in ruins. Oh, it's ruined. Oh, it's the wrong way around. Of course I put it the wrong way around. Hang on, I can actually fix that. There's my... Whoa, what in the world happened here? This is a big bird. Where's my stream? How did I get those two mixed up? Okay. Right for right, left for left. Cool, that works fine. Oh, I know why it's the wrong way around. Because... I've got it on this screen here that you're looking at, it's one way round, and on this screen here that I'm looking at, it's the other way around. So I'm always going to be constantly confused with which one to press. I could fix that very easily by just switching them on one of the places. I'm not going to though, we're going to live in this. I'm probably going to be looking at this screen whenever I change this. Anyway, whoa, what happened here? It's trick time. Did somebody get killed? I may have wanted to recount what happened. Last time I remember we were in prison. Oh, the heavens. What do I do? I've got to sound like that guy from Guardians of the Galaxy, right? If I'd known something like this would happen, I would have paid the poor child more. I would have cooked more chicken for her. I would have sung to her as much as she liked until she had her fill. Actually, about the singing... she did tell me. I'm gonna do lots of that. She had a fill of time too. The chef seems to be quite a panic. Okay. Anyway, it doesn't look like the waitress is dead. Oh. That's stereotypical Italian chefs for you. What are we trying to do? I guess we can talk to her. He's got a very tall head. Okay, obviously we're going to want to... According to the police radio conversation I heard, Lynn should be here. But I don't see her anywhere. Seems like bad luck has it in for that redhead. So I was half expecting her to see her in trouble again. I spotted the corpse of the van driver. Oh, yes. Oh, I see what's happened now. I thought it was like one of those scenes that was side by side. But no, a big van has crashed into it. Yes. This... Oh no! Look at me, I'm dead! What took you so long? Well, that's one way to greet a guy. What happened here? Hey, how should I know? I'm the victim! Is it my imagination, or is she getting more and more brazen every time she dies? Oh, that's because I'm a detective. You have to be tough, you know. Well, how did it go? Did you check out tomorrow's work schedule for prisoner D99? Yes, just like I promised. Okay, that was the last thing we did. Actually, I have a few things I want to ask you about too. Sure, we agreed to use each other after all, right? Okay, let's swap info then. My murderer. On my way here, I stopped by the chief of the police office. Oh, it was just on your way, was it? And while I was there, I saw who did it. I saw my murderer. You saw him? Where? How? Not him, her. There was a security camera set up there at the junkyard where I got shot. The security tape showed the person who shot me. This must be how it ended, and I don't remember this at all. It was you. Oh yeah, I remember this. No way. You're kidding, right? What'd you have to say for yourself, detective? It wasn't me. I didn't shoot you. If I recall, this is what you said about who shot me. My memory just isn't clear on that part. So how can you say for sure that it wasn't you? Because I told you before. You were supposed to give me some information. Information, huh? Maybe that information was the reason you shot me. What? What do you mean? D99's work schedule. We'll come back to that. Just like you said, each prisoner has a little blackboard in his cell. But the thing is, there wasn't anything written on prisoner D99's blackboard. It was blank. What? I guess maybe it means his schedule for tomorrow hasn't been decided yet. But blank? Blank? No! Oh, I didn't think she'd lose it over a blank blackboard. How come you're so upset about an undecided work schedule? I get the feeling that back when I was alive, I never had much of a schedule to worry about myself. Did you know what it means when a prisoner doesn't have a schedule for the next day? Oh, it's that he doesn't have a schedule. Yeah, of course. Oh, it means something. Yeah, he doesn't have a schedule. He doesn't have work to do. It's more like he can't work. And that's because... Why are they being coy? He's going to be executed. Executed? Okay, why she shot me? You said you had information on the case I was looking into, so I would hardly shoot you before I even heard that information, right? I agree, that wouldn't make sense if it was before. Huh? But what if it was after you'd already gotten the information from me? Yes, I remember I had theories. So, presumably, I would guess he told her, like, her shooting him is probably his plan for something. Like, there's some deeper level to this. Sorry, my cup's gross. Yeah, she's shaking. Yeah, there we go. And whatever it was, it really shocked you. What did I tell you? You told me to shoot. Yeah, you told her to shoot. I remember that was my theory from last time as well now. I don't remember. I don't know. You've got to believe me. I thought I got... After you saved me, I thought I got all my memories back. But maybe I really didn't. You told me something. I can't remember that part at all. You got the information you wanted from me, and then you shot me. I mean, obviously that's not what happened, because there's not a mystery. Isn't that what happened? No, I didn't shoot you. Please tell me. What did you tell me that time? What did I learn from you? Point X. The police were staking this restaurant out tonight. They called it Point X. Point X? Huh? That's a good name for this place. That white-suited inspector was surprised to find out that you just casually waltzed in here. Inspector Cabanella? What in the world made you pick this place anyway? I guess I'd have to say because of you. It was you. Me? Huh? Do you remember the note that I found? Yeah, I remember that note. I didn't get a chance to read. I'm confused about the color choices here, but it was a place and oh, my ear's just gone. And a place and time written on it. The chicken kitchen, 10 o'clock. In other words, I was supposed to meet somebody here tonight. Yep, apparently so. I just had to get that information you were going to give me. That's why I came here. It was the only lead I had left. And this here is Point X. So that must mean the mark the police were waiting for was me. Do you know what prisoner D99's crime was? I think so. They said something about him murdering his wife right in front of a family member. That's what they say, but it's not true. He would never, Detective Jowd would never do anything like that. And the death penalty hasn't been enforced in this country for a very long time. Not for decades. Even if the prisoner wants it, like in this case. The prisoner wants it? There's definitely something else going on with this case. I just know it. And I have to find out what. And if his work schedule is blank for tomorrow, I have to do it right now. So there's prisoner D99, Detective Jowd. He must be connected to me in some way too. The chicken. After all, he obviously knows me. Okay, so it's all coming back to me now. I briefly had amnesia about the events, but it's all coming back, which is quite fitting. So what are you going to do now? I mean, you fulfilled your goal, right? You found out who shot you. Are you going to get revenge? That would be easy enough to do. All you have to do is not save me. Is this the ending I was hoping for? Had I unraveled all the mysteries of me? What am I going to do now? I'm going to save you, that's what. You are? I want to know everything. Who I was, why I was killed. And I'd like to know who those guys are too. I want answers, and I'm going to find them. But to do that, I'm going to need your help. Okay, I won't say thank you, not yet. And I won't say I'm sorry either. But I'll help see to it that you get your answers. Good. Now I think it's about time to go back to the past. Can't leave you lying flattened under a huge chunk of chicken forever after all. Groan. "4 minutes before the chicken kitchen death." The note said the chicken kitchen 10 o'clock. That's surprisingly a difficult phrase to keep saying. I wonder who that pointed-haired man was going to meet here. What's this? I just realised she's got a chicken hat on. Here you go. Where's my chicken? Ah, that's why there's a giant chicken. Can I eat that thing? That's too much chicken. No. You're just gonna go bigger and better with each new death, aren't you? Leave me alone. Can you help it? Can I help it if I got tired of dying in the usual ways? But I'll say this. It was a death any detective could be proud of. What makes you say that? The way you saved somebody else before dying yourself. Oh, the waitress. The one with the chicken on her head. The next time you put a chicken on your head, you should try one about the size of the waitress's. I'll make a note of that for next time. But anyway, if you hadn't tried to save that waitress, you'd still be alive. I couldn't help it, you know. The detective thing and all. I wasn't able to save that poor van driver, though. At that speed, he must have died instantly. Well, we can't let a heroic detective like you stay dead. The root of this whole disaster is clear. The only question is, how do I stop it? Okay, let's get started. It's trick time. Menu board. I lost my life at a lonely spot on the outskirts of town. My name is Sissel. Apparently I had information on the case Lynn was investigating. The security camera at the junkyard caught the moment Lynn shooting me back on tape. I'm not going to do all these now. I guess we can save game. Okay, I agree. Me too. It's no use. I can't read what it says. Let's see. Oh, hey. Now I remember what that sign says. If you would like some water, please ring the bell 3 times. 3 times? Yeah, the waitress doesn't bring water if you only ring the bell once. She said those are the rules, apparently. I said, apparently? What do you mean, apparently? Don't you work here? Quite the stickler for the details, this detective. I just want to read the note. You wrote this note, right? I think so, but I don't remember. 10 o'clock, that means it's already time for your meeting with whoever it is. Now that I think about it, whoever you were supposed to meet might already be here. You're the detective, shouldn't you have checked that when you got here? Oh yeah, sorry, the chicken at this restaurant is really good, so, you know, haha. No, I don't. Maybe we should take a look around the rest of the restaurant. You want more water? Oh, sorry, I didn't ring the bell. What's with the more water bit? Oh well, come on, this is your 3rd glass. Ah, okay, I get it. This was a little dig, wasn't it? Kind of like, hey, where's my food, right? No, not at all. Besides, I didn't ring it. But I would like to see you bring me my chicken soon. Duly noted. In the meantime, enjoy a nice glass of water. Ah. Damn it, I was supposed to be on the cart. Damn it. Oh well, from beginning. Every time I see a rotisserie chicken now, I don't know if it's a rotisserie chicken, but okay, no, I don't need to see this. There's just the Stuart Lee bit in his latest stand-up where he goes on for far too long because that's his shtick about rotisserie chicken. He's just talking about a comedian that has it has 2 rotisserie chickens as like his oh, what's going on here? I tell you what, let's just play the game. The comedian, when you perform, you have like, oh, I'd like blue M&Ms, and his was 2 rotisserie chickens. Did I forget to move? Ah! I was being distracted by me talking. And the idea was nobody likes rotisserie chicken enough to eat 2 whole rotisserie chickens. I can't do the entire bit anyway. I won't be able to explain. I should have come to terms with that very quickly. Yeah, but it's 2 whole rotisserie chickens was the. There we go. Yeah, I think the joke was the only reason to get 2 whole rotisserie chickens is if you were going to have a date with somebody who you've been informed really, really likes rotisserie chicken. And then he spends like literally 5 minutes going, rotisserie chicken with a just because the whole point is he does bits for far too long, and it's a thing. But now whenever I see a rotisserie chicken, all I can hear in my head is somebody go, delicious rotisserie chicken with the chicken just like that. Did I not go upstairs because I was talking about delicious rotisserie chicken? Unfortunately, I can't. I don't think I've tried rotisserie chicken, but I can't eat anything. Speaking of having to do a test, I can't eat anything that's sort of too attached to like bones or gristle or anything like that. I'm very, very, very picky when it comes to like meat because of the texture. But it makes me paranoid about other things. Let me ghost out of here. Oh, I can't actually ghost out of here. That's interesting. Is that a bouncing or it sort of curves? That's interesting. Huh. That's an interesting decision they made there. So, I've not done a lot of complex code because I'm a beginner. But by golly, I did spend an entire month coming up with an elegant, I don't know if it was an elegant code, coming up with code for a curve, a dynamic curve from 2 moving points, so it would always look good. And there's, so now I pay attention to this sort of stuff. Aegis Rim had like a cool curve where when you selected 2 things, it wouldn't curve until like the last 3 quarters. What I like about it is it clearly bends and then straightens, which is yeah. Anyway, I appear to be trapped here, unless I do trick ghost. Okay, there, we moved on. This is one big trunk. It seems pretty heavy too. It's very suspicious and red. Yeah. Well, the reason I did it for pluck is because it's the verb. You're constantly sending that thing back and forth. and it used to have a really annoying sound to it. And I was like, no, that's the most repeated thing in the game. That is going to be really satisfying. So I added it. So instead of shooting there, it always does a curve, and it doesn't matter whatever you do. It's the bit of code I'm most proud of, because it was just, it wasn't like obvious make game code. It was, sorry, but that's not possible. It's locked. Darn, I wanted to see what was inside. Okay. Oh, dagnammit. Are we trapped? So what do you think of my dear beauty? Do you really think we can trust this deal? Who knows? It's not our job to think about that. Our Blue Man Group did this game as well, but those incidents did happen in this country just as predicted. Yes, and they were pretty amusing too, weren't they? That fellow who sang out national secrets during a live TV broadcast. And the man who laid siege to the Metro Police Department taking the top dog hostage. Oh, those people both in those prisons. But what if he double-crosses us? It wouldn't be pretty. No, he needs this deal too. We've accepted all his conditions as well. Do you know what he looks like? He looks like the guy from Mighty Boosh. So he should now have a Cockney accent. Because he should Noel Fielding. He looks like Noel Fielding. But I guess specifically as a polo Cockney. Especially, yeah. Especially since he's very fond of, making his face different colours. Yeah, I can do accents as long as I'm not trying to do them, and when I try to do them, I'm awful at them. Thanks to, which is my way of saying I'm not going to be able to do a Noel Fielding, ripping, stabbing. It would take a little bit too much practice for me to get to the right place, and it is 11 o'clock at night. So I'm not going to do it. But if I see him again on a future stream, I will attempt it. Yeah, I need to be able to. I can't picture in my mind, unfortunately, his actual nothing. Anyway, and thanks to that, we have to be here on this extra little assignment. But as long as I'm paired up with you, beauty, I don't mind. How did these two? I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be like from a different country. How do they know about the special cases at the special prison? Special prison? The guy who sang the national secrets, the man who held the siege to the Metro Police. They're the cases of classified information. How do you know about that? I've heard about both of those cases, and recently too. The perpetrators in those cases are being held at a special facility. That's what the special prison is, but it's not known about by the general public. So prisoner D99, Detective Jowd, is one of those special cases too, huh? These two are talking about the very same cases I heard about just tonight. It couldn't be just the coincidence, could it? New info's been added. Is that a riding crop? What is it, beauty? I'll get there. Why don't we move to a different spot? That table in the back looks good. Now you're talking, beauty. He's got to sound like an orc. Why can't I do the voice right now? Meat's back on the menu, boy. He doesn't sound like an orc. It's more unique than that. I can do it, but just not. Just stop fixating on it, John. You're going to move on. Now you're talking, beauty, my dear. Just what I've been waiting for. A quiet, secluded spot, just the two of us. I wouldn't object to that. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting closer now. All of a sudden, I get this feeling somebody's eavesdropping. My sixth sense is very strong, you know. That's all right, my dear. You don't have to make excuses. Off we go across the bridge of Poultry to the land of love. Okay, it really is Noel Fielding. No, I could have just... That is a riding crop, isn't it? What just happened? Did she sense we were here? What's with her sixth sense? With her sixth sense? Haha! But you know, I have some pretty amazing powers myself. Yeah, like what? We're ghosts! like if there's chicken nearby, I can always tell right away. That's called a sense of smell. But anyway, at least the situation's changed a little bit now. Fate has been changed. Put a polo in his eye. What do you have to say for yourself? I don't believe in sixth sense. It's not scientific, says the ghost. But come to think of it, we've been left behind, haven't we? It looks that way. And also Giles here. Not having legs is even more inconvenient than I thought it would be. But what are we going to do now? They're all the way over there. I'm telling you, we'd better shake a leg or we're going to miss what they're saying. It'd be pretty hard to shake a leg not having legs and all. But they're still talking about something. I want to hear. He's very small for not fielding that. Me too. Because I've been watching lots of Poirot recently. Not Poirot, Columbo. I'm shorter than both Poirot and Columbo, who are both quite short. Only just, but like, it's just a thing I didn't want to be. Oh, they dropped their thing, the glass. Cool. There's a bell, and there's the butt. I can dispense. Let's dispense. So I was wondering, we're not stuck over here by any chance, are we? We just might be. Okay, well, I have two thoughts. Number one, if we want to get over there, where those two are, we have to use this red trunk they forgot somehow. Sounds about right. What's your other thought? It doesn't look like this blue-headed bartender is going to be of much help. So I guess we have to find somebody who can help then. It's trick time. You rang? Oh, I get it. You saw that couple over there. You started to get lonely, right? You decided to call me. Oh, that's so sweet. Forgive me, but I did not ring for anybody. What? Now, could you not stand in my light, please? I can't see my glass properly. I've been working here for 2 days, and I've been waiting this whole time for you to notice me. Now, would you stop trying to shake me up and just stick to shaking cocktails? Aww. She has a surprisingly short career with this place. No, hang on. I know. Oh, you broke the glass, just like you did my heart. A broken glass can never be put back with the way it was. Just leave it there. You can't just leave it. Somebody might get hurt. Doesn't this trunk belong to that couple over there? Okay, but let me get in the trunk first. The only thing we allow customers to lose are their cares. Miss, please go and let them know about the trunk, if you would be so kind. How gallant of you. I might just fall for you, you know. New info's been added. Odd girl. I agree. Me too. Put a glass down, you. Well, goodbye. Been working here for 2 days and I've had my eye on you the whole time. I think this might be my last night working here, though. It's been fun. I guess she's leaving this place with a surprisingly short career intact. Of all the things to forget. Hang on, my voice is not like a... It wouldn't have been pretty if I forgot this. Here we are, finally. Feel kind of bad about Jeeves dropping though. Not me. Because ACAB. I mean, we just delivered their lost trunk to them after all. They owe us at least that much. What kind of detective says someone again? This flower vase. A swing. Check it out first. We'll try it one more time. It's too far away. I can't believe I forgot the trunk of all things. With such a small body, you probably have only a small brain to match. Ouch, that hurts, Beauty. But that's okay. That's what I love about you. That's what he loves about her? I don't get it either. Nah. Where were we? All right. Who to invite to the wedding? If we got married, that is, of course. We can talk about that when we're alone. But aren't we alone now, Beauty? Beauty? Do you think she senses our presence again? I spy a ladybug. A ladybug? I just hate little bugs. What, after all that trouble that happened anyway? Looks that way, yes. It's not over yet, though. It's not? What are you talking about? You're not dead yet. No, but I'm going to be in a few seconds. But before that happens, there's something we can do from here. Fuck, Fuck, I should have stayed on the chicken. That's a sentence I said out loud. We just gotta wait out. Did you just burn a small animal? Very prominent. Okay, we stay on the chicken this time. Ghost. Trick. Looks like he's unconscious. Excuse me, could you wake up for a second, please? Pushy as ever, this detective. One thing I've learned is that the newly dead stay unconscious for a little while at first. Huh? I was like that, and you were like that too. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Anyway, if we restart the flow of time now, you'll die. Yeah, I know. Why don't we try going back even further in time? Well, what? Even further? But how? Simple, we go back 4 minutes before the death of this poor driver here. You can do that? I never tried it before. I mean, I assume this is how the game ends, right? Because we just rewind before we get shot. But if we can erase the driver's death, that should erase your death too. Oh, wow. I can't think of any other way. Let's try it. Johnstruct. What the? That's Lynn, our rookie detective. What's she doing at Point X? Could it be just a coincidence? We just got an APB on her just a little while ago. Something about an extremely important case, extremely important witness, currently extremely on the run. Now what? Should I report this to Inspector Cabanella? They told us to stay off the radio unless it was an emergency, but I think I better call this in. Poor Lynn, I wonder what she did this time. Inspector Cabanella is pretty protective when it comes to Lynn. You'd want to know. Whatever. Phone. What's the matter? Oh, have fun. This is Point X. Idiot! Yes, sir, I'll go get her. I assume somebody sabotaged the car. Static is awful. I can't believe that I forgot the trunk of all things. Such a small body, you probably only have a small brain to match. Oh, they are being listened to. Ah, ouch. That hurts, Beauty. Beauty, that's okay. It's what I love about you. What the heck is this? I spy a ladybug. Ladybug? I just hate little bugs. Can't hear very well. Well, the van driver was a detective. I didn't put the snail out. Sorry about that. I've returned. Wow, that van driver was a detective. Looks like it. I noticed something, though. That conversation he was listening to just before the crash. I remember hearing it before. Thank you. Sure, this means that if they did not move the box over there, she wouldn't have heard the bug, or was the bug on her? You're right. We just heard a few minutes ago, didn't we? Just after the conversation, the detective suddenly passed out. What happened, I wonder? We already know the answer. We saw what happened at the restaurant. She burned up the ladybug. Sometimes when a high-tech bug like that is destroyed, it emits a loud signal. Loud enough to knock a person out if they were listening to it through the headphones. That's why the detective passed out, huh? Bingo. Bingo! Now let's stop it from happening. Hey, this place. This is the place the white-suited inspector phoned tonight. This is the parking lot of the park on the east side of town. It's been years. You know this park? Yeah, I used to play here a lot when I was little. But then one day, I swore I'd never set foot in this park ever again. Whoa, those are some really dark, deep feelings there. I wonder what happened. Hold it. Don't give me a ghost doesn't have a foot to set bit. It's just a figure of speech. What kind of nitpicker do you think I am? Anyway, whatever let's just get started. Okay, let's do. But I won't press about that other thing right now. Doesn't look like the detective's gonna come. Might as well turn it off, it's pretty loud. What the? Oh. There we go. What are these doing here? What's the matter? Detective Binge, this is Memory. What's the matter? It's not time for your regular report. Listen to this. There's a suspicious couple in the bar upstairs. I'm going to put a ladybug on them. A ladybug? You mean in a listening device? Don't do anything to blow our cover. Inspector Cabanella will be furious. But they're doing all kinds of suspicious whispering. We have to find out what they're saying. You can pick up the signal from your van. Check out their conversation for me, would you? Alright, fine. Once you get going on something, I know there's no stopping you. Thanks, later then. Hey, Cab, indeed. Hold on. Did you see a customer come in just now? A young woman with red hair and red boots? Oh yeah, that restless, suspicious chick, sure. Suspicious? I mean, come on. As soon as she sat down, she ordered 3 glasses of water in a row. She spilt the second glass on the table. Did she? Okay, fine. Keep an eye on her too, if you would. You got it. Wow, that waitress was an undercover agent. She apparently thought you were pretty suspicious too. Oh yeah, sorry, I was really thirsty, so, you know, haha. No, I don't know. Anyway, did you hear about what I heard? About the listening device? We have to do something about that bug. So we should stay here or follow up on the waitress. Looks like it's time to make a decision. Aw. We'll go there for the time being. It's a new place. Trace complete. I've got a new phone number. Hey, look where we are. The heart of the chicken kitchen, eh? Yep. Well, as most people say, the kitchen. Hope the key to preventing that accident is here somewhere. Oh, I bet it will be. You know what they say, where there's smoke and chicken, there's fire. Now that you mention it, it is pretty smoky in here. Has fate been changed? Oh god, there's so much stuff. What's wrong? I can't seem to raise this switch, it won't budge. Yeah, it's not surprising considering this whole place is sticky with grease. But it must be stuck. Yeah, it does feel pretty sticky, but if the switch were already raised, I bet I could manage to lower it. Interesting. What says this for? Scrunch and stretch. That's pretty spooky. I'm unsure what to do. There's smoke in here. Okay. Oh, no, ghost. That's just weird. What's up with this lazy Susan? It's acting up today. It's not so lazy anymore. Maybe it's out of sorts because I was spinning around on it yesterday. Interesting thing for later. Yeah, okay. Maybe it's out of sorts because thinking maybe it might be broken, but it really isn't broken. It's just us ghosts. Okay, what did I achieve with that? What are you doing? Can't you tell? I thought I'd give it a little spin. Oh, I get it. You're going to make her take the one that doesn't have the ladybug on it. Oh, apparently that's what I'm doing. Cool. Right, and when that suspicious woman won't burn it up. Good thinking, but wait a minute. I don't know if that'll work. Huh? After all, even a girl like her is bound to notice. I mean, Splatter's suddenly spinning around right before our eyes. Okay, so I've got to distract her with the smoke, then spin it around. That's right, but if only we could distract her for a minute. Okay. We're actually already in the right place. It's already smoky. They're all set. There, how about that? The ladybug is still sitting on the table. We did it. La-da-da, chicken, thou art so beautiful, chicken. I took a bite, my heart swelled with pride, and I got goosebumps. It's not a goose, it's a chicken. The heck is this? I'm consumed with the love of consuming you, la la la. Hey, you try and come up with a song on the fly. It's difficult. Fate has been averted. Well, it looks like you've escaped your fate of being hammered by your horrible hen. Yes, but I still haven't escaped the worst darkness of this terrible night. I shot you, didn't I? There must have been some sort of complicated set of circumstances that made you do it. It's never okay to shoot a person, no matter what the circumstances. Why'd you carry a gun? Hey, shouldn't that be my line? But anyway, you're investigating a case, and I was supposed to give you information on that case. Maybe it's time you told me about it. Tell me about the case you're looking into. Yes, I guess I should. But let's go back to the new present first. Okay, sure. Back in the new present, the delicious aroma of chicken fills the air. But I'm still thinking about Lynn. And not rotisserie chicken. I wonder if she's still waiting for a chicken to be served. I decided to go see her. See her and ask her the questions that were still consuming me. Like people want to consume that delicious rotisserie chicken. It's clearly not rotisserie chicken, John. Oh no, he is rotating it, actually. Wait a minute, I can just jump from there to there. What's the point of scooching on the... Johnstruct. The disastrous accident has been completely erased. Once again, I've saved a red-headed detective from death. Saved Lynn, the criminal who stole my life. One question in particular hangs heavy on my mind. Why did she shoot me? Till I know the answer, I'll never be satisfied. One chicken now. Meanwhile, Lynn's appetite is apparently foremost in her mind. The golden brown chicken sits on the table in front of her. Till she eats the whole thing, she'll probably never be satisfied. Lynn is having a serious talk with that detective. Now she's just gobbling down chicken. I need to... bloody cockney voice. How did the detective know to stake out this restaurant tonight? I better see if I can get some information. But more importantly, I have lots of questions for that lady detective. I didn't know you were here, Detective Ringe. Come to see me, did you? Ah, so sweet. Oh, hi, Memory. Don't mind us, just pretend we're not here. Why don't you try some chicken while you're here? No, thanks. Just watching Lynn eat is quite enough for me. So how did it turn out with my ladybug? Oh, that listening device? Well, let's see. I thought your gentleman had a very nice singing voice. Thank you very much. Sorry, we're in the middle of an important talk. Can you leave us to it? But you guys are the ones who called me over. Ha! Odd girl. I agree. Me too. Did you... Aha! That's what I want to do. Did you decide you want some chicken or me after all? We didn't call you, sorry. Could you give us some privacy? No, stay right there. Huh? I'm at a crucial moment with this chicken here. I need you to pour some water if it starts going down wrong. Then you don't have to risk your life over chicken, you know. He's right. Look at her attacking that thing. I mean, we could just go back in time for 4 minutes and prevent it. It's fine. Anyway, I better move now while I have the chance. That's funny. Even though I just saved that detective, he doesn't have a core. Not like the one that Lynn has, or the valiant little doggy Missile. Hang on. There we go, there's Missile. An awkward zombie comic about that idea. Also, I guess that much writing being on the screen is quite rare. I thought the ones I save are supposed to develop a core when they're alive again. I guess I still have things to learn about these powers of the dead. Well, I'm heading back. Lots of things to do, you know. Yeah, like washing dishes, planting bugs. Someday I'll plant a big one on you, detective. Odd girl. I agree. Me too. Listen, Lynn. You've explained your side, and I understand, but there's an APB out on you. Can't you at least hurry up and get out of here? You know, slip away quietly. No, can do. I'm meeting somebody here. Meeting somebody? Oh yeah, that's right. That little lady, Camilla. But why do you have to meet somebody here? The Special Investigation Unit is watching this restaurant. Now, how can that be a coincidence? I don't know, but it is a coincidence. There's a word I have trouble saying. Hey, is it true what they say? That you're still looking into Detective Droud's case on your own? Inspector Cabanello is worried about you, you know. I understand how you feel, but just don't do anything crazy, okay? How's that chicken you've been waiting so long for? It's great! But you know, with Detective Ringe, that's his name, by the way, sitting across from me. I mean, he was just dead a few moments ago, right? That's kind of taking the edge off my appetite. Oh, bother. He's a great guy. He understands my situation, he said. He's going to give me a pass just for tonight. Speaking of Detective Ringe, I've noticed something strange. Oh, hello, Alexis. Oh, no problem. I think I ended that stream really quickly because I was suddenly, inexplicably, incredibly tired. He doesn't have a core now. He doesn't. I thought a core was supposed to show up once I saved somebody. I wonder if... When you possessed his corpse, he was unconscious, right? Unconscious? Yeah. He was, wasn't he? Just like you. You were unconscious the first time I saved you too. After I saved you, you didn't have a core either. So for people who are unconscious when you save them, no core shows up. I think that's probably what it is. You might be right. Okay, I'll leave Ringe to you then. But I've still got lots of questions for you. Yeah, I thought you would. Let's get started then. Point X. Detective Ringe works for the Special Investigation Unit. He said an important deal is set to go down here tonight at the restaurant. A deal that could affect the future of our nation. A nation isn't something that's easily influenced, though. But that's what he said. Anyway, it's that couple at the table upstairs. Ghost tricks. I hear they're foreigners. They're waiting for the other party in this deal to show up. Those two, huh? They certainly are an odd pair. We're ghosts right now. He's a ghost. We died at the start of the game. Is this other party they're waiting for me? It's kind of hard to imagine, isn't it? Nobody really knows any of the details of the deal except for one person. Mr. Breezy dancer in a white suit. They say he's been watching the movements of those two for a long time. And if they ever did a sequel, they could call it Ghost Treats. I've never seen him work so frantically on an investigation before. Inspector Cabanella, eh? Apparently you're a real favourite of his. A favourite, yes. There's a reason for that. And what's that? It sure is taking Camilla long enough. She should have been here by now. I'm getting really worried. You two are like sisters, aren't you? That's what Camilla said. Yep. That just about sums it up. It doesn't look like we're being worried. Being worried affected your appetite, though. Hey, the bigger the crisis, the more girls gotta eat. I have to make sure Camilla stays safe no matter what. Camilla, and that music box, too. Music box? Oh yeah, that wooden box. That box was a present from Detective Jowd. From Detective Jowd? Yes, it was 5 years ago. That box arrived 3 days after the murder incident. He must have sent it just before he was arrested. Someday, when the case is over and everything is settled, I want you to give this to a certain person, he said. So what's inside? I don't know, I can't open it. That's a shame. Let's talk about Jowd. What is your connection to prisoner D99, Detective Jowd? He seems like more than just a co-worker. Yes, I suppose you have the right to know. Detective Jowd is my hero. Hero, huh? Don't hear that word much anymore. Well, it's an old-fashioned heroic kind of story. Happened 10 years ago. Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. On that day, 10 years ago, I was playing in my favourite park. We know this park. And then suddenly somebody grabbed my arm from behind. I was so scared I thought I was going to die. And then... he appeared. Detective Jowd. Solved the problem with guns. And then there was a really loud sound. I think it was the sound of a gun. I passed out. When I came to... You all right now? Are you hurt? You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me, I'm a police detective. So that's why you became a detective, huh? That's right. He was my ideal about what a detective was all about. But an ideal detective doesn't shoot and kill his own wife. Exactly. And that's why I want to prove that he didn't. Inspector Cabanella. Inspector Cabanella and Detective Jowd were good friends. Yeah, I think I remember the prison guard saying something about that. They joined the detective division the very same day. They're two very different types, but they were always in friendly competition to be the best. Detective Jowd was always very particular about the thorough investigation of the crime scene. And Inspector Cabanella, well, I guess he just has a natural genius for investigating. Anyway, those two lead the detective division in those days. Or led, not lead. But Inspector Cabanella is different now. He's changed a little. He changed. Ever since the Detective Jowd incident, he now distances himself from field work. And he's starting to focus on nothing but moving up the ladder. And so that's how he became the head of the Special Investigation Unit, I take it. Anyway, Inspector Cabanella took me under his wing. Because you were the little girl his good friend had saved, huh? He really looked out for me, helping me study for my detective's exam. for fudging my exam scores for me. That goes a little beyond the scope of looking out for you. Back to Cabanello, eh? I wonder what role he plays in everything that's happening tonight. Sizzle, Did I really shoot you? Where did that come from? Out of the blue? I really don't remember. I've tried and I've tried, but I just can't. Oh, of course. She doesn't need to remember. There's people doing crimes without remembering because of the blue faces. He was probably shot because of blue faces people doing the magic with the foreign technology. Blue Man Group is the real villains. Now I must understand how you feel and how hard it is to have your memory gone, your story erased. But who knows? Knowing the truth might be... I can't believe I only just thought that. Knowing the truth might be even harder. I still think... I don't know, I think it's more interesting if she actually chose to shoot him and because they discussed it beforehand. Because he says a thing, she shakes her head, and then she shoots him? I'd rather believe there's hope myself. That was great. Do I have chicken on my face? You're staring. I bet you're thinking about how impressed you are with the way I took care of that chicken. Just tell me one thing. The case you say you're looking into. Is it Detective Jowd's? What if it is? Was? I can't keep it from you. It's too cruel. Huh? What are you talking about? I'm sorry, Lynn. It's tonight. Detective Jowd's, you know. It's tonight. His execution. But there's still time. I looked into it and found out... I mean, if he does get executed again, if we're nearby, we can just bring him back. I looked into it and found out all the executions in this country are carried out at dawn. Why? That's a really weird rule. That may be the norm, but not this time, I'm afraid. What? The execution is set for 11 p.m. What did you say? It's going to happen pretty soon. Isn't there anything we can do to stop it? Of course not. It's too late now. Not without a stay of execution from the Justice Minister. I'm going to see him then. What? See who? Who else? The Justice Minister. Don't be ridiculous. There's not enough time. I'm going. Cecil. Me? Get to the prison. Stop that execution. Easy enough for you to say. Detective Ringe. I'll be going now. Okay, I'll let you go this time. I'll tell him I was distracted because I was eating chicken. Is there anything else I can do? Did you find Camilla? She's supposed to be on her way here. Oh, your little Camilla. Okay, you got it. I'll look for her. Okay, you know what to do, Cecil. You have to save Detective Jowd. The life of yet another person I'm connected to is somehow about to end tonight. Could it be a coinkydink? Or is there something more behind it all? Detective Jowd is destined to be executed tonight. I don't know if that fate is the wrong one for him or the right one, but I've decided to go to the prison anyway. I shall say back game, yes. I don't understand. I might leave it here, I'm afraid. It is midnight, which is pretty late. Although I have lots of viewers, which is a shame. But what I'll do is I will play this same game again next week. Possible. What time did I start it? Yeah, so next Monday. Possibly a bit earlier, so I can play for a bit longer. So thank you very much for watching my ghost trick phantom detective adventure. It is featuring a pom called Missile. It was very important. He's a good dog. Thank you very much for watching. Let's bring this snail. There it is. I've been the Johnstruct. I've been having a GT PD adventure.